In this video, we're going to show you how to insert tables, pictures, and charts. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Insert tab, and I can see Table. So the best bet would be to decide to insert the table and deciding on the number of columns, which in this case I'm going to have 2, and the number of rows, in this case I'm going to have 4. And I'm going to go OK, and it puts it right in there for me. So in this case, I'm doing something for science. So my time is in minutes, and I might just be writing a description about what is happening. So I'm going to say it's 0 minutes at the start, 5 minutes and 10 minutes later, and I can write what I want. At the top you'll see there are different ways that you can put your table together, so you can decide on a design if you want. And that's about what a table is like in here. So another thing I might want to do is insert a picture. So it's going to pull up my files of pictures, and I'm going to choose my little French dog. And I can actually decide if I want to make the picture larger or smaller. I can go back and I can put in the center or to the left. I can put some text here. And what I can do is I can then decide how my text is going to wrap. At this point in time, it's in line with the text. I would rather it was square and right there. Another thing I can do if I go to references is I can insert a caption about the picture. So this is figure 1, and I'm going to call it French dog. And I go in there, and it looks a little bit more professional that way. So another thing that we can do is we can actually insert clip art. And in this case, it's going to come up with search tools. So I'm going to put school. And it's given me some choices. So I click on that and I get the bus. Again, I can size it if I want, and I can decide that I'm going to put that in the center. Finally, what we can do is we can insert a chart. And in this case, I might be just doing a column chart, so I go OK. And what happens is it pulls up this little folder, Excel sheet, sorry. And I only want 2 things to compare, so I dragged it over. And maybe I'm going to put Richard and Bob, and I'm going to put when they're 5 years old and 10 years old and 15 years old, and I want to make sure my numbers make sense. So let's say he was, I'm going to use feet because it's easier for me to think, 5 feet and 6.1, and Bob was 3.5 feet tall, and then he was 5.5 because he's quite tall, and we're going to put him at 6.5 feet tall. And what I can do is I can then see here's my chart, and here's the age. This is Richard's growth, this is Bob's growth, and so there we can have charts for math or science.